Hello and welcome to Hornbill TV Prime at 9. I'm Muamala and now news in details. After the centre's decision to reduce the bid of AFSPA in 7 districts of Nagaland, the United Democratic Alliance today held a crucial consultative meeting with civil society organizations and tribal hosts in Rhododendron Hall, Chumukidima Police Complex. The meeting was attended by Chief Minister Nifirio, Deputy CM Y. Patton, UDA Chairman T.R. Ziliang and top officials of the state government, besides others. During the meeting, the tribal hosts and civil society organizations have demanded removal of AFSPA from entire Nagaland. Talking to media persons after the meeting, Chairman of UDA T.R. Ziliang said that while the MID welcomed the move to reduce the bid of AFSPA and also decided to find ways and means to take things forward from here. NAGA President H.K. Jimomi also said that when there is peace and tranquility in the state, there is no need of AFSPA in the state. He also stated that the tribal hosts will write to central government to fully revoke AFSPA from Nagaland.
Yeah, we have had a good sitting, free and frank discussion, because all are of the view that this lifting of AFSPA in some district, partial lifting, and in some district, fully lifted. We welcome the idea, but we exchange the idea how to take it forward. So if we implement, for example, like the ceasefire ground rule, with the people, government, and police. If government and the people support the police, so we can implement this ceasefire ground rules in total. So the question of reimposing this AFSPA does not right. So we decided to cooperate with each other and take it forward, so that the remaining area also slowly it will go on the diminishing return, and at the end of the day, the whole state may be done away with this AFSPA. So that is the hope. If people and the government work together, the state police, we have about 20,000 forces. Those people now they have re-strengthened their forces in all the police stations. So with this, our own forces, if we can implement the ceasefire ground rule, there is no question of reimposing this AFSPA in our state. Some are of the view that the whole state should be lifted, and this AFSPA should be repealed in total. But that will take the process will take a long time. That is so we should start in our own state, a place like Sikkim. They are peaceful, so AFSPA is lifted. And even Tripura, Mizoram, now AFSPA is lifted. So it depends on the situation also.
So are we getting closer to Naga solution with the lifting of partial lifting of AFSPA?
No, that is also we have discussed. If Naga solution is resolved, then Nagaland will become the most peaceful state. So when there is no arms group, question of imposing this AFSPA also does not arise. So this also we have decided to work together, to come closer to each other and find out the middle part to resolve this issue, Naga issue.
So last question, regarding the Oting incident, why the SIT report has not tabled into the public domain yet? Why delay?
It has to go to the court. It has to go to the Army court. Then Army court will decide. Then it will become public documents.
So it's been 4 months, and then we have heard that the SIT report has been completed. So it's supposed to be tabled to the public domain as well.
No, it is not like that. This is not a state within the domain of the state. State government also cannot touch till the report goes to the court, Army court. Then the court will decide. Then it will become public.
So when can we expect that? It's been 4 months.
That's why we have to approach government of India to hasten up the process.
So, sir, what is the opinion of the CSOs and the stand of the people?
The stand of the people is united, and including the state government is of the view that despite partial lifting of the AFSPA, still everyone, every civil society and the tribal hosts are unitedly appealing that it should be completely removed from the state of Nagaland. When there is a peace and tranquility in the state, when there is no law and order problem, this act should not be imposed in the peaceful state.
Today, Konyak Union has abstained from this consultative meeting. So what do you have to say on that? Because they are seeking for the justice. So from the government side, still yet they have to give the results on that.
Yeah, right. When justice is not delivered to them, they have every right to abstain. And we also share with them that justice should be delivered to them. When the incident of voting took place in their own village, they have every right to say that justice is not delivered.
So what do you think, why delay of the justice and why the SIT report has been delayed?
We are not aware about it, but saying that the investigation or the result of several agencies has yet to be completed. So those agencies or investigating team will know it. We don't know about it.
So last question, what is the resolution and the conclusion of today's consultative meeting?
No, there is no resolution as such, but every stakeholders, whoever attended the meeting, resolved and agreed that the AFSPA should be completely removed from the peaceful area.
Nagaland DGP T. John Lungkumar said partial lifting is the first step and the decision was taken based on crime statistics. He said the removal of AFSPA will be in phase-wise manner. Also, Naga People's Movement for Human Rights Secretary General Nyungolo Krome said the partial relaxing of AFSPA in some parts and retaining only in Naga areas in neighboring states is an insult to human intelligence. Naga Students Federation President Kekwahyun Tep reiterated the NSF stand to abstain from participation of any activities organized by the Indian Army till justice is given to Oting massacre victims.
See, in fact, we had proposed that except in the border areas, like the other areas could be revoked. But we also had to keep in mind that there are certain parameters, certain criteria, and also the reason should be uniform for all, not the entire state. We can't pick and choose. So after we set a certain criteria where the past incidents have occurred, the rate of crime, the reports of like such activities. So based on that, based on statistics, this first step was taken. So therefore, I do not have any objection because at least it is an opening. It is a first step. We had said that only the Indo-Myanmar border areas, this is an area of concern, and this requires a lot of force. And here, of course, the original mandate of the Assam Rifles is also the safeguarding of our international border. So, except for that area, I'm quite confident with a little bit of more support, a little bit of re-strengthening of our force, we should be able to, I'm quite confident I've got a great team of officers and we should be able to do it. But I agree with the government of India's stand that we have to go about it in a cautious and phased manner, systematic, so that we don't have any hiccups. along the way. Now for these areas, we have reinforced with our NAP battalions. For example, like one of the hosts raised about Tuensang. Already 2 companies have been ordered. They will be deployed in that area. So that way, I am also very happy that our tribal leaders also, they have given very good suggestions. In fact, I was the Tuensang area, the president, he raised this issue about strengthening the police over there. That was completely in our line of thinking. And also, like, once more I raised a point about community-oriented policing. So I appealed to all the tribal hosts, all the NGOs, the student bodies, that this is a joint responsibility that has been given to us. The whole world is watching us. So let's be together in this and work towards a peaceful Nagaland where there is no AFSPA.
State government, so they said they worked towards there. They appreciated the relaxation, but for the public there was no two opinion that in this partial relaxation of some parts and retaining only in Naga areas, even in other states, it was kind of an insult to our human intelligence.
So are you rejecting the partial?
No, I mean, we can't reject what has been done. I mean, it's good that partial relaxation, but it shouldn't have been partial. It should have been wherever, and it should be repealed. This kind of law does not deserve to exist in any democracy.
So what is the stand of the government?
The government said they will work towards lifting of the act in total. So we appreciate their stand. We cannot expect much beyond that also for a government.
Naga Students Federation is not satisfied because we have seen many leaders accepting the piecemeal given towards particularly towards the Nagas and to the state of Nagaland. As we have resolved and as we have already came out with the directive to all the units of the Naga Students Federation that Naga Students Federation will continue not to cooperate with the Indian Armed Forces, and we will ensure that Naga people will not accept any humanitarian aid provided by the so-called Friends of the Hill people.
It may be mentioned here that the Konyak Union abstained from the consultative meeting on AFSPA. The decision has taken by the union in solidarity with the victims of the Oting village tragedy. Union has also reiterated its demand to book all personnel involved in the massacre, bring the report into the public domain, and table the SIT report. The union has also sought for complete removal of the AFSPA from the Naga inhabited areas.
Central government brought date 31 March te Nagaland de Tinta district Tuensang Semenyo aro Samato district te AFSPA withdraw kuri digina aro Charta district Kohima Mokokchung Waka aro Rongland de partially do AFSPA to withdraw kuri da pichite aji civil society organization aro state government miligena aji yade Chumukidima police complex rhododendron hall de aji consultative meeting hoina ita kotom hoise aro mogan jani paise civil social organizations kan logo prabe mogan jani paise ki idu ita aji consultative meeting lo atu AFSPA Nagaland bra hatai diwo nimite itu state government ki bi pressurize dikena itu state government bi central sarkar logo idu approach kurigena yare Nagaland de peaceful area peaceful jaga de idu AFSPA act to hatai diwo koigena tagan aji meeting kurigena itula opor kota kurise itu ase aji la ground report moi adona with camera person Johnson for Hornbill TV Chumukiriba.